Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Steamboat Megan, licensed boat captain and theme park enthusiast. So in this video I've got something really special for you guys. I have my first ever collaboration. I'm doing a two-part video with my good friend Brandon over from the channel Cruising is Life. He has been on a lot more cruises than I have. We are tag teaming our cruise knowledge to bring you guys a video about first-time cruise mistakes and misconceptions. So when you're done with this video, make sure you head over to his channel and check out his video. And if you're coming from his channel, welcome and I hope you enjoy. Let's go ahead and get started with number 1, not using adequate sunscreen when snorkeling. So one of the big things that people forget to realize when they're on a cruise in the Caribbean is the sun is a lot more intense in the Caribbean than it is in most states in the United States, especially from the north. So where I live in Florida, the sun is pretty intense usually, but it's not as bad as in the Caribbean. So when you are going snorkeling or really anywhere on an island or anywhere in the Caribbean, whether you go on a hike or you do a bus tour or anything like that, make sure you use it as directed, put it on every 1 to 2 hours, and make sure you steer towards SPF 30 to 50. So anything lower than that, you're not going to get as much coverage, and anything more than that doesn't really do much more than what 30 or 50 does. So make sure you avoid low SPF tanning lotions, because as you can see, I'm pretty tan. I work outside in Florida and I use SPF 30 to 50 every day. So don't think that you're not going to tan just because you use a high SPF number. Number 2, overpacking. So when you're doing some research about cruising, one of the things that you might come across online is people will say that once you've packed your suitcase, go back and unpack half the things that you've packed. While I wouldn't go as far as to say unpack half of the things, this definitely rings true that you should go back in your suitcase and unpack some of the things that you packed. So if you think that you're going to go on vacation and you're going to change your clothes 1 or 2 times a day, you're probably not going to. So a good rule of thumb is to bring 1 to 2 bathing suits depending on where you're going on your cruise. Bring 1 casual outfit, such as shorts and a t-shirt and a pair of tennis shoes per day. So I find myself changing my socks at least once a day because you're going to be doing a lot of walking and I don't like wearing flip-flops. So make sure you bring extra of those and don't bring too much extra stuff. Number 3, staying in your stateroom too much. So one of the issues that you can encounter in an interior stateroom specifically, if you close the door, turn off all the lights, and turn off the TV, your stateroom will look like it is nighttime and you will be able to sleep very easily. On the first cruise that I went on, I found myself staying in my stateroom way too much. I would rest for about 2 hours every day. So make sure you don't spend too much time in your room. You are on a cruise after all, so go and enjoy all the activities that there are across the ship because there is an abundance of them and there's never a dull moment on a cruise ship. So don't miss out on those by taking a 2 to 3 hour nap like you just got home from your final exams. Number 4, expecting to not be able to feel the ship at all. So one thing that a lot of people will tell you about cruises is that you cannot feel the ship at all. And take it from me, that is a lie. You're always going to be able to tell that you're on a moving ship. So don't expect that you're going to be feeling like you're sitting in your living room, stationary, because that's not true. You're going to be able to feel it a little bit, but don't fret you're not going to be able to feel it that much. Number 5, overplanning. This is one of those things that everybody does on every vacation that they go on. You decide that you are going to, for instance, wake up at 7 a.m., you're going to be done with breakfast by 7:30, be in line for a tender at 7:45, be on the island at 8, and then you just keep planning out your day like that one by one. And if you micromanage your day that much, you're not going to have any time to do anything spontaneously. Some of the best experiences I've ever had on my cruises have been events and activities that I didn't plan on doing. So for instance, on the last cruise I went on, me and Matt found ourselves at country music trivia at the Atrium Bar, and this was one activity that they had every night, was a genre of music trivia with Kevin, the cruise director. It ended up being one of my favorite parts of my entire vacation. We would listen to the music and write down our answers, and then the second round we would jam out to the music, and the entire atrium was full of people and it was standing room only, and it was so much fun, and it is a memory that I'm never gonna forget. So make sure you don't pre-plan every activity, so you leave room for things that you might not realize are going to make great memories down the road. Number 6, focusing too much on the ports of call. So when I went on my first cruise, I went with my mom, my dad, and my sister. And one of the things that we did the weeks leading up to the cruise was we planned our shore excursions and what we were going to be doing in the ports when the ship was docked. While it was great planning out all of our shore excursions and we made great memories on them, we kind of focused too much on that and not as much about what was going on the ship. So, as my dad always said, it's not just a water taxi taking you from point A to point B. There's activities for everybody. So every morning on Carnival Cruise Lines, you get what's called the Fun Times. It is a brochure that gives you a schedule of activities from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to bed. So even if you're on the ship for multiple days, there is always going to be something to do. So my favorite days on a cruise, I love the sea days because you really get to focus on the activities on the ship. And sometimes when we're docked in port, I don't even get off the ship. So for instance, I've been to Cozumel, Mexico now twice. And the next time we go to Cozumel, I probably won't get off of the ship because I've done a lot of things there is to do there. And so I don't feel like there's much new for me to explore. And staying on the ship in port gives you a good opportunity to get in the pool or go down the water slide because not many people stay on the ships while you're docked in port. And try to focus a little bit more on the activities that are on the ship. So on Carnival Cruise Lines, they have an alcoholic beverage package that you can purchase for, I believe, $59 or $60 a day. And with this package, you don't have to pay for any of the drinks. You just show them your sail and sign card and they make your drink for you. And one of the things that people don't realize about the drink package is you have to drink about 7 drinks per day to get the value out of the drink package. And one of the real kickers is every person in your stateroom over the age of 21 is required to purchase the drink package if one person purchases it. So if you are a family of 4 and you're all over 21, you all have to purchase the drink package, and that is $1,000 for a 5-day cruise. So one way that it would be worth it is if you have an expensive taste in alcohol. So the drink package with Carnival covers alcoholic beverages, I believe, up to $50 in value. So if you're going to be drinking glasses of wine that are going to cost you $45 a glass, definitely get the drink package. It will be worth it for you. But say you're going to get a gin and tonic here and maybe get a rum punch there, it's not really going to be worth it. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and like I said, this is part 2 of my collaboration with Brandon over on Cruising is Life. Make sure you subscribe to his channel and you like his video, and if you enjoyed my video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you were to subscribe, that would mean so much to me. This is Steamboat Megan signing off.